track this time around. So we will have green-white checkered action here at Sonoma to decide the Toyota Save Mark 350. Only 2 cautions of the day. The second one, though, is going to have a huge factor and impact on who goes away with the trophy.
As we come to what perhaps could be the final restart of the day, the one guy that has to be licking his chops is Tony Stewart. He pitted, got some fresh tires. His tires way better than Clint Boyer and Kurt Busch in front of him. Can he make that pay off? Can Clint Boyer somehow hold off a former Sonoma winner in Tony Stewart? They're lining up now in front of Rob Albright.
You know, Mark, I can't help but reflect back to 2009 when Casey came on 3 late race restarts and the lead, despite the fact that everybody said he wouldn't get it done. Clint Boyer has not put a wheel wrong this afternoon. I think he's going to hang on. Of course, he'll be flanked by Tony Stewart will line up alongside Jimmy Johnson. In the 3rd row will be Brian Vickers and Martin Truex Jr. And then Jeff Gordon and Joey Logano rounding out the top 8. They're beginning to accelerate back to the start-finish line.
It's the first attempt at green-white checkered here at Sonoma, side by side. Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart now trying to make a move to the outside of Kurt Busch for second.
It's Clint Boyer out front as they get to turn 2. We'll see what Boyer does here. Tries to hold the inside.
Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson. Big wreck behind him at turn number 4. A lot of cars sideways going down towards turn 4 as they continue to race up front.
And it looks like some of those cars involved in that one. Eric Almirola, Regan Smith got by Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Brian Vickers continue to lead them through turn 7. As they work down through the S's, Boyer creeping away from Busch. He's getting pressure from Tony Stewart. The best thing that could have happened for Boyer did happen. Kurt Busch able to hold up Tony Stewart as they head to turn 10.
Clint Boyer continues to be flawless. This time out of turn 2. He'll get up to the road stretch. And on their exit at turn 10. 3 car lengths back. Kurt Busch. A car length back of Busch is pushing to Tony Stewart. They got it down to turn 11. Down to 2nd gear. Down to 1st gear. Swinging wide is Kurt Busch trying to make a different angle. Tony Stewart trying to capitalize. That's for the right corner panel of his car.
Dale Earnhardt Jr., one of those cars receiving heavy damage in that crash. White flag is out for Clint Boyer as he climbs the hill and heads toward turn 2, the race leader.
Clint Boyer, 2 cars ahead. Kurt Busch out here. Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart gets Clint Boyer. Boyer in the S's. He makes it through there cleanly. He remains the leader by 3 car lengths in turn 9 as they head to 10.
The front 2 grew up on track racing. Boyer and Tony Stewart. He's been strong here. 3 top 5s. He's just a turn away from a win. Here comes Tony Stewart. Off turn 11 for the last time. Clint Boyer accelerates up. 2nd gear, 3rd gear. He's pulling away from Stewart, and Clint Boyer will flash past the start-finish line, and he'll win the Toyota Save Mark 350.
Tony Stewart will wind up the runner-up. Kurt Busch, 3rd. Brian Vickers, 4th. Jimmy Johnson, 5th. Rest of our top 10. A.J. Allmendinger and Joey Logano. With Clint Boyer in the 5-hour energy Toyota able to hold on at the end.
Campaign becomes Toyota Save Mark 350 at Sonoma. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is PRA, the Performance Racing Network.
As the lead cars make their way past turn 7, looks like Clint Boyer will go for a burnout in the bottom of 7 in the 5-hour energy Toyota to celebrate that win. And boy, I tell you what, a great effort by the 14 car by Tony Stewart as
here at
well.
Sonoma, and Clint Boyer holding off Kurt Busch and Tony Stewart in a mad dash at the conclusion of today's race. Collects the checkered flag and all that goes with that. When we come back, we'll be talking with Clint Boyer and the top finishers here today in Sonoma.
And we just had a little bit of an altercation right in front of us involving Martin Truex Jr. and Joey Logano, with Logano ending up off the racetrack, driver's right. We get a look at some of the torn up race cars from that finish melee, including the 88 of Jr. and the 43 of Eric Almirola. As to give you a complete field rundown, your winner of today's St. Martin 350 was the 15 car of Clint Boyer, ahead of the 14 Tony Stewart, 51 Kurt Busch, 55 Brian Vickers, and the 48 of 5-time Jimmy Johnson, 24 Jeff Gordon, 16 Ray Biffle, the 9 Marcos Ambrose, double leaves AJ Allmendinger, and the 20 Edward Gowda in the top 10. The rest of the top 20 included Burton in the 31, the 2 Keselowski, 17 Kenton, 5 Kane, the 13 of Mears, 29 Harvick, 18 Kyle Busch, 39 Ryan Newman, McMurray in the 1, and the 27 Menard.
So again, congratulations to Clint Boyer and his crew chief, Brian Patty, that entire 5-Hour Energy Toyota team. They get their first win in 2012. We'll come back, we'll talk to the top finishers, we'll go to victory lane, and of course give you a complete rundown and a look at the points. You're listening to PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
Looking down the rest of the run.